I broke up with my cheating girlfriend and she took her own life, everyone blames me for it. Hi, welcome to my channel. Today, we've got a story from our /relationship_advice, where Ops broke up with his girlfriend because she cheated on him, she committed suicide, and Ops being blamed for it. Before we start, if you have any personal stories of how you got out of a toxic relationship with your cheating wife or girlfriend, that you want to share, feel free to email them to me. Let's get started. Original story. Hey guys. I need some serious advice as I'm pretty much being cornered by basically everyone and I don't know what else to do as my mental state is declining and I'm left wondering if it's really all my fault. A little background. My ex-fiancée and I had been together for almost 6 years and engaged for 4 out of those 6 years. I was introduced to her by a close friend at a party and we just clicked. She was attractive, had a great personality, and had similar hobbies as me, which made it perfect. Back in April of this year, I started noticing little changes in her. She started wearing more revealing clothes to work, started putting on more makeup and etc. To be honest, I had no problem with any of that stuff as it's her body. She can wear whatever and put however much makeup she wanted to, but what made things worse for me was when she started coming home late from work, or how instead of spending the weekend off with me, we both had weekends off from work, she instead was always going out. I once had asked her why she never invited me to come out with her, to which she replied that it's an only girls' night out and that her other friends would not be happy if I tagged along as they were not bringing their own BF with them. It all came crashing down when we had a huge fight in June because she decided that instead of going out on a date with me, she told me how she already had made plans with her friends and that it was rude of her to cancel. That was it for me. I fucking blew up at her and we had a huge fight which resulted in her packing her bags and leaving. I didn't hear from her for almost a week, none of her friends knew where she was and heck none of her folks even knew what was going on until she finally contacted me and wanted to talk. Imagine my surprise when she confessed to me that there was another guy involved and how all this time, she was hanging out with him when all this time she was lying to me about hanging with her friends. I fucking blew up. I wanted nothing to do with her and was going to break up with her until she got on her knees and begged me to give her a second chance, which my dumbass self did, but only after she revealed everything to me, and she did. It made me fucking sick to my stomach, but in the end, I forgave her and told her to delete all contact with the other guy and that I expect her to have no contact with him going forward, which she promised, and things kinda went back to before. Heck, we were even spending more time together, but that feeling, that trust wasn't there anymore. Everything was kinda okay until 2 weeks ago a friend of mine who was visiting another city, which was 3 hours from where I lived, sent me a picture with the message, "Sorry bro, that broke my already broken heart into a billion little pieces." The picture was of my ex-fiancée at a mall 3 hours away from where we lived, holding hands with some stranger who I didn't know. I fucking broke down. I was heartbroken. She was a bitch, a piece of shit, especially since I thought she was at work while in reality, she was 3 hours away holding hands with her lover. When I got home from work, I waited for her and right away confronted her, which she denied and called me a psycho for not believing her and that I was a piece of shit for not trusting her until I showed her the picture that my friend sent me. Her face told me everything, and when the waterworks started I knew that I had made a huge mistake in taking her back, so I ended it. She cried and fucking begged me to think it over and not to throw away everything that we have together, which made me fucking angry, and I'm not going to lie, but I fucking slapped her. I was not proud, I'm still not, but she's saying shit like not to throw away everything when it was her who threw away everything pissed me off. I told her to pack her shit and leave, called her parents and mine and told them everything. Her parents came to help her and I told them to basically fuck off after they told me to think it over and to make the right decision before actually ending it. She begged me not to end things, but I did, had to for my own peace of mind. I did not hear from her or her parents until 3 days ago when my parents called me to let me know that ex-fiancée had committed suicide. Her parents found her hanging and she had left a letter apologizing to everyone, including my parents and me, and how she is sorry from the bottom of her heart for what she did to me, and that how she can't live without me, and because of that she ended it. I am at a fucking loss. Ex-fiancé friends and family are blaming me, and my own mother told me that it was my fault. She told me that I should have forgiven her since I'm clearly worth committing suicide over. I am fucking disgusted. I have currently taken some time off from work and have not a single clue what to do. Before we take a look at some replies by other Redditors, take a moment to like the video to show your support to the channel. Don't forget to leave your own opinion on the story in the comments down below. Now let's look at some comments. Say What 247 wrote. You took her back. You forgave her. She lied again and turned it on you, holding past transgressions over her. If it weren't for that picture she would have kept lying. She was actively trying to manipulate you into thinking you were wrong and she was the victim. I think she realized she lost you for good and it drove her to do what she did. Her parents are grief-stricken. They won't blame anyone for this. In the end, their daughter had mental health issues. Your mother, being a mother, feels their pain, and also for some reason I don't understand who wants to blame someone. I'm sorry for your loss. Ex or not, this woman meant something to you. Talk to the friend who gave you the heads up. Seems like he was the only one who really wanted what is best for you. If need be, seek therapy just to sort through everything. This is hugely traumatic for you. You even feel remorse for slapping her in a moment of complete betrayal. You have no reason to own her suicide. You owned up to emotions overtaking you and hitting her. You have nothing else to own up to. I wish you the absolute best in this difficult time. Op replied to you /say what 247 wrote. Thank you so much. You have no idea how much this means to me. A friend who sent me the picture has been coming over every day to look over me. He's a true bro, and once I'm in a better state of mind, then I'll be rewarding him for being here for me when my own blood isn't. Mithrander 20 wrote. Just so you know, it wasn't your fault that she committed suicide. You just did what any person would do when faced with a cheater. She ended her own life with her own hands, and I think her friends and family need to realize that. They most likely will after the grief has passed. If need be, please seek therapy, because I can only imagine the grief and shock you're in right now. If you start to feel alone and you need a friend, just shoot me a message. I know I'm basically a stranger, but sometimes just talking to someone gets you through another day. Manboy Devon wrote. Not your fault. She made the choice to cheat. She made the choice to take her own life. Not your fault. What do you think about all of this? Did Op do the right thing, or is he really the one to blame? Let us know in the comments down below. If you liked the video, subscribe to the channel to see more videos like this. Hit the notification bell to make sure you never miss an upload.